This is Cam Weiland, and you are listening to the 27th episode of the Wordplay Podcast. The lights are going up, the radio is blasting the carols, and the kitchen is starting to smell a lot like Christmas. The holiday season is easily the bright spot in my winter, but all the excitement does make it difficult sometimes to stick to a regular schedule, and writing can often get pushed to the back burner. I've been writing like mad this week so that I'll be able to take a few days off later in the month if I need to. I'm beginning to see the end of my outline for The Deepest Breath. I've entered the last of my 3 acts, and I'm boiling down onto the ending. Don't forget that I'm offering some really special holiday deals and gifts for my readers. From now until Christmas, both of my books are available at special prices and as part of special package deals. You can find more details on my website at kmweiland, that's weiland.com/books.php. There are some fantastic limited time deals, so I hope you'll find time to check them out. Meanwhile, enjoy this week's post. Why you should write more than one genre. Think of a well-known author. Who'd you pick? Maybe you chose Stephen King, Janet Ivanovich, John Grisham, or Nora Roberts. Whoever you chose, I'm willing to bet that when the name popped to mind, so did a very definite sense of genre. Each of the authors I mentioned is tied inextricably to the genres in which he has been so successful. Genre is a huge selling point. Marketers use genres as convenient niches to classify books, steer readers toward their preferences, and keep their attention. As a result, most successful authors are successful in large part because their names have become equivalent with the genres they write. But you should also note that despite their huge success in their trademark genres, none of these authors have allowed themselves to be pigeonholed. They've all gone on to write successful novels in vastly different genres, albeit sometimes under pseudonyms, not only proving that art need not be fettered by the sometimes stifling confines of the market's dictates, but also that the better the artist, the more varied his work. I'm admittedly a bit of a Mexican jumping bean when it comes to genres. Life's too short to explore the same ground over and over, or to shackle myself to just one type of story. I've written 2 historical novels in vastly different time periods. My next book is a fantasy. I'm currently working on a literary piece, and I have stories romping around in my brain that span the gamut from suspense to steampunk. I love to experiment. I love to push my limits and force myself to grow. With every new genre or subgenre I attempt, my abilities as a writer are tested and polished. Even if I'm not successful in every genre, even if not every story finds its way into print, I'm not only enjoying the wide-open horizons of unbounded possibility, I'm also strengthening my competence in the craft. In the November-December 2009 issue of Writer's Digest, editor Jessica Strouser points out, "Our writing projects can be our favorite well-traveled destinations. We return again and again to that work in progress, cozy into the groove we've worn from what we already know we're good at, what we already know feels comfortable, and, if we're being honest, maybe a little safe, predictable even. And writing should be that kind of refuge. Your manuscript, your niche, becomes that place where you can get just lost enough to satisfy the longing. But when's the last time you explored a new direction, took a little detour? Diversifying the writing you're doing grows your platform. Sometimes the thought of mastering even one genre can be daunting enough, but our journey as writers should be about growing, learning, and strengthening ourselves. Stagnation isn't fun or profitable, and it isn't likely to produce high-quality work. Every once in a while, dare to step outside the bounds of normalcy and see what unexpected adventures you can find off the beaten path. If you do, who knows? We may be seeing your name alongside the likes of King, Ivanovich, Grisham, and Roberts." Thank you for listening to the Wordplay Podcast. To read a transcript of this episode, visit me on the web at wordplay-kmweiland, that's weiland.blogspot.com, and be sure to listen again next week.